Hello everybody, welcome back. So it's been a while again, and in the meantime I found out I kinda messed up the DLC quest, so we wouldn't be really able to see the full story with the stuff I made. So I just decided to roll back a few games, a few saves. So it's like 3 or 4 hours back, so we can do it again and properly this time. And yeah, we will have to run through some quests we already did before, but we know what we're doing now, so it should be quicker. So yeah, let's go do it, so we can continue properly. Right, the one quest we screwed up is the guy in the dugout, Libor, I think. Yeah, Libor. So I screwed up by, well, waiting around for him to do stuff. I screwed up the follow-up quest and apparently even something further on, so replaying it is the best idea, I think, to see the full story. In the dugout.
That's where Voita wanted me to go. But there's someone living here. Ugh, I suppose I'll ask if he knows anything.
Hey, what are you looking at? Get out of here, or I'll show you.
Easy. I don't want any trouble. I just wanted to ask you something.
Well, I ain't gonna answer. I'll beat you like a dog. Go to hell.
Right.
Mercy, spare me.
Well, you calm down.
Please, don't kill me.
I won't kill you. But I want you to answer a few of my questions. Why did you attack me?
I don't want nobody here. People are nothing but problems and pain.
What do you mean?
Don't look, Libor. Just don't look.
What? Who's Libor? What are you talking about?
Wolves! Get away from him, you beasts! Libor! Libor, get up and get the shovel. We can't just leave him here like this.
Leave who? Damn it, man, what are you babbling about?
Is it you? My friend! I can hardly recognize you.
Wait, do we know each other?
How long has it been? A year? 2? Do you still talk to Voita?
Voita? The painter? You know him?
No, that's not possible. Voita is dead. He can't talk to nobody now.
No. Voita is alive and well. He's the one who sent me here.
I don't know how to tell you, but Voita, they killed him.
I see. So, who killed him?
Burkhard.
Burkhard?
They left him in the forest, beaten, broken, and then the wolves found him. Where am I? Who are you?
Wait, are you talking to me?
Who else would I be talking to?
Well, before you were... it doesn't matter. My name is Henry. Voita sent me here. Do you know him?
Aye, of course. You're here for the sword, aren't you?
What? What sword?
This one, of course. It's broken, I know, but maybe it could be fixed. Here, take it. And tell him I reckon I'll never be a real knight.
Wait, why don't you want the sword?
All it does is make me all confused. Besides, it suits you a lot better. Please, take it.
If you really don't want the sword, why don't you just get rid of it?
I wanted to, but I can't. But if you took it, if I knew someone deserving had it...
What do you mean, you can't?
Sacre, Libor, that's enough. Leave the man alone.
What? What do you mean? Are you not going to tell me anything else?
No.
Great. Very well. I'll take it. Maybe it really could be reforged with a bit of elbow grease. I suppose I'll take a look around then. This roof must have been leaky even when Voiter was young. Sleeping here in a thunderstorm must be miserable. Someone here really doesn't like wolves. This doesn't seem particularly healthy. This must have been a nice wagon. Now it looks like someone dropped it off a cliff. I made a similar one with Fritz and Matthew when we were kids. But this one looks like it's been here for quite a while. The dugout itself looks rather ordinary. Maybe there'll be something interesting inside. Alright, this is a bit odd. I reckon it wasn't here 20 years ago. 2 wooden toy swords. Quite old too, by the looks of them. Could they have been Voiters?
So that should be everything here. Let's make a round, complete the other quests. Yes, okay. I guess we can go like reforge the sword, get to the mill, get to the tailor. Yeah, we can do a circle like that.
Quick! Quick!
Do that? Yes, we can do it. Don't.
Bloody hell. I'm overheating it.
Easy. Gotta reheat it up.
Well, I'm about half done.
One. Yeah, I won't be returning the sword to him. It's just, yeah, I don't want him to die. But yeah, we go here and here.
Quick!
There is bandit occupation here. Save the game here. Saved. I think we can clear them out, sure. So, yeah, let's go clear them out.
You again? Piss off! Intruder! Get over here! I'll go wherever I damn please. That's enough! You're getting a thrashing! Say so.
Ooh, nice. So cockerel potions. Any book explaining what the potion might be? Doesn't look like it. I mean, I think I know what the potion is. I think I read about it, but... Oh, hello. Just... Oh, open. Nice. We have read this book, we have read it. Okay, this isn't anything special. I guess there isn't an... There is no explanation. Look inside here. I think. I mean, like, cool, but... Ooh, that's a lot of armor. Right, I think this was a chest they were storing their armor in. That's why all of them were unequipped. That's a lot of pebbles. We cannot load up pebbles anymore. So great. How much do you? Okay, just one more. Okay, so we have 6. We are 6 over the limit. 5. Hey, Matt, where are you?
Look what I have for you.
So we are fully healed. Okay, so this was just a random thing. Okay. Right, can we drink the earth? Maybe something to walk a bit better? Artemisia, I don't think that will help though. Yeah, I don't think we can go over 30, even with potions. Why would I want it? Let's just keep going. And up here, and we'll head off to next area. Don't think it will let us. Yeah. Do that, even that. Okay, so what do we have that's far that we could toss away easily? What's this one? Ladies.
Let me out, damn it! Help! Please!
What are you doing in there?
Thank God! You've got to help me! The miller's gone completely mad! He locked me in here! He wants to kill me! The keys will be in the hearth room somewhere. Oh my God! Thank you! That lunatic said he was fetching an axe! You have to help me.
Wait, slow down. Who are you?
Can't you see? I'm from the mill. I'm the miller's wife. The miller, that old beast. He's always been nasty to me, but now he started beating me too. So I said I was leaving him. I told him anywhere would be better than here.
And he locked you up?
He said the only place I'd be going would be 6 feet under.
Damn, that's terrible.
Please, talk to him. He'll listen to a proper man. I'm too scared of him.
All right, I will. Where can I find him?
There's a shed behind the mill with wood in it. He must have gone there to get the axe.
Stay here. I'll go and look for him.
Thank you. And be careful.
No one here. I hope I didn't miss him. I'll have to get back.
Hey, what are you doing there? Come. I reckon you're just who we're looking for. What are you doing here?
I'm looking for the brute who's been beating his wife. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Miller?
What the fuck?
Hold on. Let the young fella talk. You know what happened here?
I know enough for you to arrest this violent thug. If I hadn't helped that poor woman he locked up, she'd have lost her mind by now.
I told you so. He let her go. You idiot. That woman was stealing from my mill. I locked her in there so I could go and find a guard. What did you have to get involved for?
But she said he was beating her, that he wanted to kill her, and God knows what else.
That fuck I did. I caught her rummaging through my chest. She was a fucking thief.
Well, that was easier than I expected. The wicked girl got away, and the young man here helped her to escape. So, either you pay for what she stole, or I'll personally clap you in the stocks.
Hey, hold on. Wait. Do you mean to say that helping someone, out of ignorance, granted, but in good faith, is worthy of punishment?
Well, I suppose...
Good faith or not, it's your fault.
Well, perhaps one day, when you yourself are in trouble, you'll need someone like me to come along and help you.
I don't give a shit. She took all my money.
Just wait a moment.
Oh, come on. Don't tell me that little prick's talked you round.
She used him, just as she used you.
So she's going to get away with it, all because she knows how to twist fellas around her finger.
Don't worry, I'll catch her. I know what she looks like. I'll ask around the village. Maybe someone's seen her. She can't have got far. The laddie is right. He only wanted to help. I can't arrest him for that.
And what the hell am I supposed to do now?
Stay here in case she shows up again.
Curva.
As for you, you may have got off this time, but in future, think with your head and not your balls when you next see a pretty woman. Farewell. God be with you.
Well, good night.
Wait, what? Take a phone call? Right, stop. Look over here. Here. I just blind. See if they have a merchant over there. I think I do, but I can check it out just to be sure.
Did you lose something here in the daytime? What are you looking for here?
You're angry I'm annoying you at night, fine. We can understand that. Let's see if we can start this one. I think we should better start this one in the morning as well. Because there is time sections.
Hey, Goodman. Can you come here a moment? Please, help. Can you hear me?
What's the matter? Did something happen?
I need help. Please.
What's going on? Do you need help?
Thanks for stopping here. My husband Mikush hasn't returned from Billany. Me and Vendula are awfully worried about him.
Why are you here? In the forest?
We had a big house in Messales. But then Sigismund's mercenaries decided to burn the village to the ground. Mikush, Vendula and me all escaped at the last moment. The others weren't so lucky. It was hell on earth. You can't imagine the terror.
I'm from Scallis. I reckon I can.
You can. I don't know. In any case, we ended up here. At least we had some roof over our heads. But now, I don't even know what'll happen next.
Why did the soldiers attack your village?
Why? Good Lord, such a question. They didn't ask us anything. The worst thing is, the village paid some mercenaries for protection. But they took off the moment they saw horses kicking up dust on the horizon. I'm glad old Svartosh, my father, didn't live to see it. His heart would have burst.
Wait, I need to know a bit more. What's your name?
Svatova,
I'm Henry. And Vendula would be...
our only daughter.
And your lost husband is... Mikush?
Aye. Since we've been living in this hut, he's been going to work to Billany.
When did you last see him?
He left a few days ago. He's never been away this long.
What job did he do in Billany?
He's a damned good tailor. But besides that, he does odd jobs around the village. He always brings whatever he earns here. Mostly food. The little we manage to grow here isn't enough.
Did your Mikush have any enemies you know of?
Enemies? No. He's a nice man. He never hurt a soul. Maybe he's a bit too nice. He trusts everyone. I'm worried someone might have tricked him into something.
What do you mean?
He thinks people are good deep down. I don't think that. People can be right bastards. That's why I'm so worried about him.
Why don't you look for him yourself? Villainy isn't that far.
I can't. I've injured my ankle. I can't walk that far.
What happened?
I twisted it when we were running away from the soldiers through the forest. It's better now, but it still hurts. It would take me half a day to limp to Billany.
So why don't you send your daughter?
By herself? Are you mad? She's young, inexperienced. Something might happen to her.
Do you want me to find him?
You do that for me?
Yes. Don't worry. I'll find him. Where do you think I should start? In Billany?
Aye. Ask about him in the tavern. He wears a fine embroidered hat. Everyone will remember him.
How are you getting along here?
Now, quite miserably. I hope you find my Mikush soon. We won't be able to go on without him.
I'll try and look for him.
Oh, bless you, kind soul. And good luck.
I spoke with Svatova. I'll try and find your pa.
Really? Who would have thought there are still such kind people in the world?
My name is Henry.
I'm Vendula. Do you need help with anything?
I need to know more about your father.
I don't know how to best describe him. He's a peaceful man who wouldn't even hurt a fly. Well, he's a bit fussier than other men when it comes to dressing. That's a tailor for you.
How does he get along with people?
Usually good. He got into a fight only once, in the tavern. I don't remember why. Ma gave him an earful that time.
A peaceful man doesn't fight for no reason. Try to remember what happened. It might be important. Maybe someone wanted to get revenge.
Well, when I picked Pa up at the tavern, he was sitting with some friends playing dice. He must have been doing pretty good, because I heard one fella accuse him of being a wizard.
So he might have got into a fight over a dice game?
Lower your voice. Ma doesn't know anything about it. He might have got into a fight only over the dice. But otherwise he's harmless.
So your ma doesn't know Mikush played dice?
No, and I'm begging you, don't tell her. She'd be even more worried about him.
Why did those soldiers burn down your village exactly? Over a conflict with the local lords, or something like that?
I don't know. The village belongs to the monastery, and the custodian shows up once a year at most. Mezeles is a small village. Or it was. As far as I recall, it's a place people would leave to find a better life elsewhere. Ma always reminisced about how in her father's time things were different. But that's what old folks always say.
How's life here?
How do you think? Not so good.
I understand. Being in the forest and all.
What can you do? At least we're alive. If Ma hadn't believed the news that soldiers were approaching the village, we all could have been dead, like the others. I wish you a pleasant evening.
Right, we have that quest. Why isn't it being grabbed? Right, we have to race until tournament. Let's go to the village.
What's that you got?
Now there's a deer spot. Here. Purples.
Go! Go! Gah!
Jesus Christ be praised.
Here you go.
I'll have
That's
you
the
on
last
Longplay.
one you'll
Thanks.
get today.
God be with you.
Well, good day.
Good day to you.
Do you know someone by the name of Mikush?
Who?
Mikush. A fellow with a nice hat. I heard I might find him round here.
I know who you mean, but I never really spoke with him. You'd be better asking the tavern keeper.
Enjoy your...
Greetings.
Greetings.
Tavern keeper, it's a barkeep. And... Gamekeeper, hey, hold on, hold up.
God bless you, sir.
I'm looking for one fella. He's named Mikush.
Mikush? Doesn't ring a bell.
They say he wears a fancy hat.
Ah, the Hatter, of course. He's not from around here. He started showing up a few months ago. Just for a few days at a time. Sometimes he'd sleep here.
I hear he made his living as a tailor in the village.
I don't know anything about that. He never offered me his services.
I hear he enjoys a game of dice.
He does indeed. He plays a lot. I noticed that about him.
Is he any good?
You're asking too much of me, my good man. People are always playing dice here. Winning and losing. I can't keep up. Ask Chernik. He's the dice champion here. He'll certainly know more.
What's going on around here?
Nothing much, really. If you're looking for a job... Take care and have a good night. I'm glad to see you like it.
Greetings. How can I help?
I'm looking for someone. His name's Mikush.
Mikush? Never heard of him.
I've been told he wears a...
Fancy hat?
Exactly.
I've seen him around here. But I don't see why I should talk to a stranger about another stranger.
The innkeeper told me that you definitely played with Mikush.
Aye. I do like a good game of dice. But I'm not telling you anything else about him.
Why's that?
Because I don't know you. Like me ma always said, never talk to strangers. Come on, let's roll some dice instead.
Listen, Mikush's family is looking for him. His wife and daughter. They're worried about him. They're refugees from Messeles, living in a hut in the woods. They've lost everything, now even their provider. Can you live with that on your conscience?
Look, I wouldn't wish ill on anyone. And all right, I do know a bit about him.
Tell me then.
I've known Mikush since the first moment he showed up here to play. Unsurprisingly, the bloke looked like he couldn't count to 5. I thought I'd found an easy mark. But man, was I wrong. He's a great player. And that kind of praise means something coming from me. He knows when to bet everything on the final roll.
So he won a lot?
Aye, for a while. Until his luck ran out. Then he started borrowing. One time he got so desperate, and maybe had a few too many beers, he started going on about his buried fortune in Messeles, saying he'd surely pay back anyone who lent him money. Ha!
What about that buried fortune of his? Did he ever mention it again?
The next day, he claimed he made it all up, saying he just had too much to drink. Only nobody believed him.
What kind of idea is that?
Did anyone lend him anything?
Aye, and Mikush won everything back.
And did he pay back the money he borrowed?
Of course, every last groschen. He was laughing the whole time, too.
Did anyone seem particularly interested in his fortune? Someone who'd want it for himself, and would go after Mikush because of it?
Everyone was interested in it, but Mikush never talked about it again. Besides, that village is burned to the ground and full of rabble. Messeles is an awful mess. That rhymes!
When did you last see Mikush?
A few days ago. He was playing against that hired hand, Drat. Drat lost and didn't have enough money. They left together, and Mikush hasn't shown up since. That's pretty suspicious now that I think about it. That Drat bloke's an odd duck.
What do you mean, odd?
I've heard he's been dealing with some bandits. You'd better have a word with him. But be careful.
Where can I find this Drat?
Somewhere in the village. I reckon he'll be at the farm he works at. Well, technically, because he's a big fella and looks strong, they made him into something like the village catchpole. But to tell you the truth, he's less a catchpole and more just a regular farmhand pretending to be a catchpole.
Where can I find this?
I already
I'll go have a talk.
Don't mention... Farewell, sir.
Leave again. Here. Guess we'll have to wait until morning to find him. Locked. We have to wait until morning. What the bloody hell did I get here?
Courage. I hope Lady Luck will be on my
Let
side.
us completely locked out now. Somewhere in a house you would have to break in. That's probably not the greatest idea. So yeah, let's just wait. Wait until morning.
I'll be with you, sir.
What can you tell me about Drat?
Look, I don't know him so well. I know he's mixed up in some bad stuff, that's all. He hid something in his chest, some kind of map or something. He was always very careful with it. See you later, my friend. What are you doing here?
For the route.
Eh?
Okay, he's still knocked out, I guess. Oh, there you are.
You're Drat.
Aye, that's me.
Can I ask you something?
Ask away, but do it fast. I don't have all day.
Do you know a fella by the name of Mikush?
I don't know any Mikesh.
Ah, knock it off. I hear you left the tavern together. And no one has seen Mikush since.
Oh yeah, that fella. We were heading in the same direction, but then went separate ways. That's all I know.
You certainly know something about Mikush's disappearance, and you should talk.
Should I? Why's that?
You best realise to whom you're speaking, boy. If it were of no importance, a noble such as myself would waste no time with it. So speak.
I apologise, sir. It's not my fault. It was Hanker.
Who's Hanker?
An old acquaintance of mine. We've known each other for years. He was a hired hand in Messalus. Certainly know what happened there. The horror. Not long ago he came to see me. Said he was the only survivor from the entire village, but I know that wasn't true.
Because you met Mikush.
I thought he'd be quite happy that someone else got away, but he was actually quite upset about it.
What do you mean, upset?
Well, you could see it on him, all nervous like. Seemed to me like it was rubbing him up the wrong way. That Mikush, of all people, survived.
Did he have any issues with Mikush?
Perhaps there was something between them. I didn't ask.
So, someone comes to see you, acts all odd, and you don't ask any questions? I don't believe you. You must have had a normal conversation, seeing as you're old friends. And he had to have told you something.
Well, I understood he quarrelled with Mikush and his family about some money, a family inheritance. Nothing unique there. It happens in every family, so I didn't pry any deeper. Then he said he'd like to talk to Mikush and whether I could set up a meeting.
Was it because of his family issues?
I reckon so. Hanker looked thinner than usual, in a sorry state if you ask me. Maybe he wanted help from them. That is, if they were kin, or to make up after everything they'd gone through. I don't know.
Wait, so you're saying he and Mikush were kin?
Something like that.
Something like what?
I don't know, I didn't ask.
Oh, damn it, you have to know. If Hank is your mate you've known for years, then you must know his family.
All right, I didn't actually know him before, but Mikush is Hanker's uncle.
Uncle, you say? His real uncle?
What kind except a real one? Mikush's wife and Hanker's mother are sisters. Or were sisters. Hanker mentioned his ma dying when the village was attacked.
That's horrible.
Indeed. And now you know why I didn't want to pry. Hanker told me to take Mikush outside the village and then he'd meet him there. But he said Mikush couldn't know about him, and he left figuring out how to do that up to me. So I played dice with Mikush. He's damn good, so I had no problem losing a few games. In no time at all, I owed him quite a few quotient. I told him I could pay my debt immediately, but he'd have to come with me to my hiding place. He didn't blink an eye. He's damn trusting, given how things are today. I took him a little way outside the village, told him I was going to take a piss, and then took off. And that's all. I don't know anything else.
And then what happened?
Then I went home. I told you, I don't know much.
Where did you take him? I want the exact location.
Yeah, here, just outside the village, on the way towards Messalus.
Are you trying to lie again, Drat? If he wanted to settle a family dispute with Mikush, he wouldn't have lured him outside the village for a chat. Unless you want to piss me off, you'll tell me the truth. Now.
All right, fine. It was a bit further away from the village. Actually, it was quite far.
What did Hanker promise you for bringing Mikush to him?
Nothing. I did it out of friendship.
Are you trying to lie again?
All right. He said he'd give me part of the buried inheritance.
So Hanker wanted to get his hands on that inheritance the whole time?
I reckon so.
He felt the family owed it to him. And if Mikush is his uncle, maybe he wanted to come to an agreement with him.
Definitely.
How long have you known Hanker? Since you're such good friends?
We go back a long way. As youngsters, we'd beat the shit out of each other in the Messalus tavern. As it often goes, we ended up becoming friends over a beer, you know? But I haven't seen him since I've been working as a catchpole. Not until now, that is.
Well, if you were such good friends, you must know more than you're telling me.
Maybe. But it's not important.
Every detail is important.
So listen up. Hanker always had one big problem. No woman would have him. He's always said it's because he's not rich. But he's just a hired hand. As if a hired hand can't shag. The stories I could tell.
Get to the point.
Last year, his cousin danced with him at a feast. He was like a new man. He wouldn't stop talking about her. Vendula this, Vendula that. as if he was in love with her. And then, all of a sudden, nothing. He never mentioned her again.
Where were you supposed to take Mikush?
A crossroads by the forest, on the way to Missalus. Actually, almost right by Missalus. A little beyond the woodsman's camp. Just go straight. 2 roads intersect there. It's the only proper crossroads on the way.
What happened at the crossroads? I want the truth.
Well, as I was saying, I took Mikush there and told him I needed to take a piss. Then Hanker jumped out of the woods with some bandits. They grabbed him. He began to scream, but there was no one around to hear him.
And what did you do?
I didn't wait to find out what would happen. I ran.
Where might Hanker be now?
I only know what he told me. That he ran off into the forest. So I reckon he's got some kind of shelter there.
I'm not wasting any more time with you. God only knows what Hanker's done to Mikush, and you're responsible for it. Be ashamed. You sold out an innocent man for a handful of groschen. Sickening.
I'm truly sorry.
Being sorry won't help. You're a snake in the grass. You deserve punishment.
Please, don't tell anyone. No one can find out.
All right. I won't tell anyone. You have committed a grave sin, but if you show remorse, God will forgive you.
Thank you. I'll never do anything like that again. I swear. I'll pray and go to church and...
Enough already. Farewell, Drat.
What a day.
Right, let's go save Mikush. And is over here, right.
Quick!
The melee weapons.
Fled to save my brother and mother.
Your family? What happened to them?
No one survived. No one was expecting it. Once the soldiers entered the village, there was no escape. Their captain got his eye on my brother, who worked with me in the courtyard. Franz was barely 15. He didn't stand a chance. I ran out to the fields for Ma, but they got there first. All I could hear was a screaming. And then it stopped. I lost everyone. But Svatova and Mikush didn't.
I'm sorry, but your misfortune gives you no right to harm others. How did you join up with the bandits?
My first night out, I slept under a tree. I was starving. So I went out hunting for mushrooms, but then I saw a fire. It was that gang. Captain Loiser was their leader, a big fella. They said they'd let me join if I beat him in a fight. So, I beat him. And they made me their leader.
And what about Loiser?
They buried him in a glade.
I reckon that was no great loss.
I don't know. We didn't really get to know each other.
Drat told me you were attracted to Vendula.
That's not true.
Don't lie. I hear she danced with you. And you were over the moon.
I wasn't. I just... Not so many girls dance with me.
Because you're just a hired hand?
Well, she's my cousin. So I wasn't head over heels for her or anything. No way. I mean, who want me anyway?
I get it. You're alone and desperate. It's sad not to have someone by your side.
You're right.
But believe me, there is someone out there for everyone. It's God's will.
You think so?
Certainly. Try and pray more. And visit the baths. That's important.
I wish I heard that earlier.
But it's never too late to change, believe me. Look at me. I'm just an ordinary village boy.
You might be right.
If you felt aggrieved, you should have found another way. Violence solves nothing.
That's the first time I've heard that. You don't exactly look like the type of man that would avoid, say, torturing an enemy. Or am I wrong?
Yes, I've tortured people. I admit it.
So you see.
But the circumstances were different.
That's just a load of bollocks. If you were in my situation, I bet you'd do the same.
In any case, you should apologize. You put them through hell.
I won't apologize to anyone. They had a guilty conscience because of what they did to me. If they shared just a bit of their wealth, nothing would have happened to them. But they didn't. They fucked up my life. I'm poor and alone.
Enough talk.
Be reasonable. No one died in the end.
I said enough talk. I know how to end this whole unfortunate situation. Take what I said about rectification to heart and leave here in peace.
Very well. I was getting sick of the bandit life anyway. You'll never see me around these parts again. I swear. Farewell.
Hey, Hanka!
Where's he going?
I have no idea.
That fella told him to leave.
I don't get it.
Hey, Hanka!
Hanka! Talk to us!
Hanka, wait!
Henry will take care of them.
There's so many of them.
Don't worry.
You both all right?
My sweet Vendula. Did he hurt you?
I'm all right, Ma.
Wait. Did you hear something? More of them.
Oh, come and rest inside.
I reckon you're hungry too. Then, as you might fire, put all of it in a chest. At least it made things easier for me. First, I headed right. Then I turned left, up the path, around the neighbor's barn. It's outside his fence. I had to stop there, because the neighbor's little brat was still awake and wandering around. Fortunately, he didn't see me. So I kept going past a low wall where two paths cross. There, I went left. Once I was safely out of the village, a dog started barking at me, so I had to pick up the pace. Instead of turning right down the path, I went straight into the field there. That handcart was damned heavy, and it was rough going off the path. I crossed the field, making it to the woods, but the wheel got stuck there. I couldn't go any further, and it was pitch black. I lit a lantern and dug a pit to fit that chest. Took me forever. When I was done, I could barely walk straight. The sun was coming up. I left the handcart and shovel there and went back the way I came. I hope those directions are good enough for you to find it.
Why did you do all that work yourself? Why didn't your husband help?
The fewer people know about it, the better. I didn't want to leave anything to chance.
That's all I need. I'll go and find your inheritance. What's the story with your inheritance?
My father, Old Man Svatos, was quite wealthy. At least compared to the rest of the village. You see, he worked all fields and farms around here. He had 9 children, but only me and my younger sister Ludmilla made it into adulthood. And then, when he died, he left everything to me. He wanted to be sure, because with Ludmilla, he was worried she'd blow through all of it.
Why did your father disinherit Ludmilla?
She was quite flighty. She liked to have a good time, if you know what I mean. She was never without a man. Then, she brought this hired hand home. Fanos was his name. She had to marry him, as she was in the family way. Svatos threw her out of the house without a second thought, heartlessly. And he never mentioned her again.
Why didn't you help Ludmilla then? Hanka said you didn't care about them. That you left them to starve to death.
That's not true. I offered to help her. I found her a job, but it was in vain. She was mad. Sometimes something came over her, like she was possessed. It was frightening, and it got worse and worse. It seems Hanka has inherited it from her. Those aren't the kind of people you let live in your house.
What? You must have been dead.
Thing was going to. I remember this old hut by, but I reckon that's just an old.
So I think we'll visit the trader. Hopefully we can upload can we start uploading?
How can I help?
I'll have a look.
Can we start uploading something here? Disable headings, sort by weight. Can sell some traps. Some bread. Sell these. Sell that. Wait, how much money does she have? 67. Okay. Move anything to spirit, you do not.
Thank you, and come again.
What would you like?
I'll have a look at you.
She buys everything, excellent. He has, what, 348? It's fine. Work with that. We cannot work with that. This was something interesting. I think the timer kids, sure.
I'm glad you found what you needed, sir.
Oh, it's a different one. Okay. Okay, so let's head back to Kutenberg. If we can figure out the way out of here. Yeah. Waarin banen hier. It's not like straight ahead. Yeah, let's go straight ahead. Bubbles. Go.
Whoa.
Okay, can we tell him we managed to save the guy?
Have you told me everything?
I've told you everything.
Quick!
Still have this one. Yeah, we have this one still. Those are humans, aggressive humans. Let's run away. Here.
A caravan attacked so close to the city. It really isn't very safe around here.
Materials.
Go!
So, we have a drying shed here. We do not.
Quick!
Miracle, my bones are all in the right place.
God!
Gather round. You won't get the swill from Burgundy.
Whoa. went to the dugout you mentioned.
And? What did you see?
I have to say, I expected a bit more. Place was a wreck.
I beg your pardon, my lord. I only hope you didn't contract gangrene or mites.
Very droll. I like the scarecrow standing there on an anthill. It almost startled me at a distance.
What? Hugo is still there?
Hugo?
I made him with my friends when I was just a lad. Back then, we heard that in some Kutenberg tavern, they have a skeleton called Hugo. And we'd have done anything to see him. But the city was too far, so we made our own. He doesn't look much like a skeleton, but we didn't know that then. We were very young.
I saw a few wooden swords. Not the kind knights use for practice, though. They looked more like toys.
Aye. My grandfather made those for us. God. We used to fight with them till we were all black and blue. My body aches just thinking about it.
I found an old wagon near the dugout. At least what was left of it.
Don't even remind me. Me and the lads borrowed it from Farmer Tokchek. Without his permission, of course. We used to drag it up the hill and ride it all the way down. That is, until we crashed it into a tree. And it ended up in pieces. Only old Tokchek started asking around about it. So we hid it under a tree near the dugout and pretended not to know anything.
Well, it wasn't as abandoned as you said it was. There's some sort of madman living there.
What? A madman? That's strange. Unless... No, that's impossible. Did you talk to him? What did he say?
He didn't say anything. He just lunged at me and tried to kill me. Eventually he calmed down, but then he started spouting nonsense. Like he didn't even notice I was there. He mentioned you, someone called Libor, and Burkhard. He said Burkhard killed you. That Voiter is dead.
And now you're worried you've been talking to a dead man this whole time, eh? Really? Sounds like a coincidence. I'm sure Burkhard has killed many Voiters.
That's a bit too many coincidences for my taste. Are you sure you don't have something to tell me? Go on.
You see...
Hold on, I want to try telling him about the sword. Yeah, if I recall correctly, he asks to see the sword, so to see what's that about. We can continue on with
to the dug. I have to. Very. I like.
What? I made him back.
I saw. I found it.
We used to only.
Well.
What?
He didn't say any. He gave me a broken sword, so I reforged it for him.
Really? Show me. Let's see what kind of an artist you are. Kurva. What I meant to say is, that's a fine-looking sword. Do you know what the inscription on the blade says? It means, I confess to God Almighty.
Confess to what?
It's the beginning of a penitent prayer. Whoever wields this blade should be well aware of his sins and repent for every soul he sends to Kingdom Come. Forgive me. What did you say the man's name was?
He didn't tell me his name. Well, he didn't tell me much overall, but he mentioned you, someone called Libor, and Burkhard. He said Burkhard killed you. That Voiter is dead.
And now you're worried you've been talking to a dead man this whole time, eh? Really? Sounds like a coincidence. I'm sure Burkhard has killed many Voiters.
Alright, so it opens up this one.
That's a bit too many coincidences for my taste. Are you sure you don't have something to tell me? Go on. You know you can trust me.
You see, That dugout. We always used to meet up there, me and my two friends. Libor, who it seems you've met, and Voiter.
Wait, so you're not Voiter?
I am, but I wasn't always. I only started calling myself that after Voiter died.
So what's your real name?
I told you. Voiticus ex Aridus.
You said it's the same thing, just in Latin. Besides, you're Czech as can be.
Very well. Originally it was, I don't seem to recall. My God. I haven't used my name in so long, I can't remember it anymore.
And this real Voiter, he was your friend, right?
Aye. Though I wasn't much of a good friend to him. Everything that happened, it was my fault. They killed him because of me.
So you knew Libor lives in the dugout? That's why you sent me there?
No. I really thought it was abandoned. The last I heard of Libor was that he ran away from home. I thought I'd never see him again, and I can't say that bothered me. After they killed Voiter, I couldn't look him in the eye.
What does the sword have to do with all this?
A long time ago, Voiter gave it to Libor. He liked playing the knight, you see. Foolish, I know, but you should have seen how happy he was when Voiter got it for him. God knows where. But how it got to be broken, I couldn't say.
What did you want me to see in the dugout?
Nothing specific, just the place itself. I used to spend time there with my friends when we were lads. We liked it there, and deaf Ludwig let us play there as much as we wanted. I spent whole days up on the roof, just admiring the surroundings and drawing. That is, until I fell through it.
So you weren't going to tell me about Libor and Voiter?
I wanted to, but I didn't even know how to start. I suppose I was hoping if you see the place, it would help me somehow. And in the end, it did.
Why do you blame yourself for Voiter's death?
Because it was my fault. If I had been there for him when he needed me, I may as well have chased him into Burkhard's grasp myself.
What do you mean?
Well, just like in the Trosky region, Burkhard gathered a band of lads around him, and Voiter was one of them. And me and Libor didn't like it. So we tried to convince him to stop. Only Burkhard found out, and he made an example out of Voiter for anyone who'd think to betray him.
So the thing with Burkhard was purely revenge?
You could say that. I'd been fighting it for so long. But when I found out at Trosky he was nearby, I couldn't hold back any longer.
That's enough for now. We can come back to it later.
To tell you the truth, since we got all the way here, I have another favor to ask. Another one, I know.
Go on then. What is it?
You see, I'd be truly grateful if you could visit Voiter's grave and say a prayer for him. I reckon nobody's done that in years. I know I haven't.
Why haven't you been there in so long?
I just couldn't. It's easier for me to just work and not think about it.
You think Libor goes there?
I reckon you know more about what Libor has been doing these past 20 years than I do.
Wouldn't you like to go and see him and talk to him?
No. I'm glad he's alive. But I can't imagine going to see him. Or what I would tell him. Maybe when I'm not so busy.
All right. Let's leave it be then. Is there anything specific you want me to mention in the prayer?
Please, pray for his soul. He may have done some bad things, but even so, he was one of the best people I knew. And that I hope he...
Should I pray for you as well?
Yes, please. Hopefully he hasn't given up on me.
Why don't you put the brushes down and come with me?
All the way there? No, I'm afraid not. At least not now. To be perfectly honest, one of the reasons I'm sending you there is so you can tell me how it looks before I work up the courage to go there myself.
Where can I find the grave?
Unfortunately, it's not exactly close. It's not even consecrated. Me and Libor had to bury him ourselves.
That must have been really hard.
It was, but that was so long ago now.
You know, we really do have a lot in common. I buried my parents, and you...
And you never stop thinking about it, even once you make your peace with it.
Wait, you still haven't told me where the grave is?
Ah, right. How can I... When we were lads, we found this tree near Messeles. It had 3 trunks. There was 3 of us. You know me. I thought it was a sign. And that's where we buried Voita.
A tree with 3 trunks near Messeles? I'll be searching for that for a month. I need some better directions, Voita. Wait, should I even call you that anymore?
If you don't mind, I'd prefer if you did. Most people call me Voita, so you'd look like a madman calling me anything else.
So that's how you introduce yourself to others, too? Not just me?
Indeed. I suppose you might want to ask why. But I don't have a satisfying answer for you. Just so that his legacy lives on with every work I create.
Wait, we were talking about the grave. Where can I find it? Tell me exactly.
How would I describe it? When you get to the center of Messeles, then follow the stream towards Shramek's barn. Then... hold on, I'm trying to make a mental picture of the surroundings. It was somewhere past Shramek's pen, behind his barn. Just follow the cow pen all the way back towards the forest. And once you're past it, take a sharp left. Wait, no, right. And then all the way to the forest. Then you'll see the tree.
Is that as specific as you can get?
I'm afraid so. I haven't been there in over 20 years.
All right, I'll go there.
So we are back on track. What's the time? 1300. I think we can make it there and back. Yeah, we can make it there and... Okay, so let's go to Mishkovets. Then we'll turn to Solas.
This gate is in the village green.
I'll just go already in. Just clear out some route. Clear out the boat. A lot of junk I've gathered once again. We got that, so let's try going with an axis next time. With these, with that. A bit of that. Doesn't weigh anything, that's fine. Lines of potions. Of those as well. Let's keep 100 potions.
Not again.
Could be.
I help you.
This is...
From here, past the barn. very
Kurva! I'm...
stream, I would guess it's...
I hope this is Shramek's barn, because there's nobody to ask. Where did he say to go next? There should be a fence past the barn.
Fence past the
This must
barn.
be the fence, but not a cow inside. Now to get to the other side. Out there by the woods. Here's where the fence ends. I'm supposed to take a hard right here. If Voita didn't mix up his directions, that is. This must be the tree. The grave must be somewhere nearby. My God. It's clear nobody has been here in years. It looks terrible. If I really want to honor Voita's memory, I should clean the place up first. Pull the weeds, clear the debris, and clean the gravestone. Heavenly Father, you want all to be saved. Open therefore your merciful arms and grant to Voita, who rests here, with the blessing of the Virgin Mary and all the saints, a share in eternal bliss. Only you know what happened back then. But surely it wasn't so bad Voita's soul wouldn't deserve redemption. And please help the painter, whatever his name may be. Whatever he did, he surely regrets it, through Christ our Lord. Amen.
We did that. Yeah, right. Let's return the inheritance.
Quick! Quick! Ah!
I was in Merciless and followed your instructions.
And? Did you find it?
The chest was buried by the forest. Exactly where you said. Next to the handcart.
My God! Thank you for everything. Vendula, Mikush, Henry has returned, and he found our inheritance.
Finally! Some good news.
Don't keep us waiting, Henry. Let's see what you have for us.
Here's everything I found.
Fabric, Groshen, and our ancestor? Nothing's missing.
This fabric's as good as new. Think of all the money this will make.
Finally, fortune smiled upon us.
It surely has. I told you that once our ancestor comes back to us, everything will be like it once was. Thank you, Henry. Here's something for your efforts. If you ever feel like learning something new, Mikush here would be glad to teach you.
So he teach me to play dice, eh?
You can't learn dice. You have to have it in your blood.
That's not what I meant. He's a tailor by trade, so he can show you how to mend your clothes.
I reckon I could. Stop by, Henry. I'll find time for you.
God be with you, neighbour.
Greetings to you too.
Let me just check the armor. Why does it look so beaten up? Noble plate like 79. That definitely. But
I see you're on your feet. You feeling better?
Thank God Vendula took care of me. So I'm feeling much better. Thanks for asking. I reckon it'll be a while before I dance again. But no matter. At least I can still hold a needle and thread.
Before I forget, I found your hat. Here it is.
My hat? I thought I'd never see it again. I made it myself. It's the latest Italian style. You won't find another one like it. Thank you very much, Henry. God be with you, Henry.
I don't think he has anything to teach me because, yeah. Because I have craftsmanship at 30, yeah. Okay, so. Right, we could stop by Suchdol. Get the quest to find Pavel. Yeah, let's stop by Suchdol. Over here. Someone gets zapped with a lightning bolt. Oh. Okay, that was that. Nice. Getting a bit late, but we'll be fine.
Quick!
Fortress.
Quick! Come on! Whoa!
So, Captain. Who's the Captain? That's all there you are.
I heard you've been looking for a thief.
You heard right. He's a laborer from a nearby village, Vysoka. What was his name now? Yes, Pavel, that's it.
What was it he stole?
A few small valuables, some boots and a book.
How did you find him out?
Well, he disappeared just after the robberies.
Then couldn't someone else have done it?
I doubt it. Supposedly a poor boy, and he disappears overnight without a word of farewell. Might as well have confessed.
Where might he have gone?
In these parts? Only Kutenberg.
How can you be so sure?
On account of that book he stole, he wouldn't be able to sell that anywhere else.
Supposing I try and find him?
You'd be pulling a thorn from my side. You think I've got time to run around Kutenberg looking for some petty thief?
So I'll have a look around and try to find him. Maybe he tried to sell someone that loot.
I was thinking that too. If I was you, I'd ask one of the traders in Kutenberg about him.
Okay, let's discuss the quiet. We just sharpen the weapons we have. Simply. What the heck is it here? It's my sex.
That should do it.
All done.
So, back to Kutenberg. Ah, hold on. We wanted to some potions, right? Yeah, I was running a bit low on something. Not sure what. Which means was yeah, foxes, okay. Foxes, marigolds. Right, with marigolds. Oh, I don't have the stuff on me. Stuff for marigolds. Alright, so let's water. So water, nettles, right, nettles for 2 turn. Pull it up. Next one. He's stocked. That. Now we need those as well. Water, a handful of marigolds, 2 handful of dandelions. So add dandelions and boil for 2 turns. No, for a turn. Okay. Let's restock on those. Don't need that. Don't need either. Yeah. So what do we need for the fox potion we don't have? We need the charcoal. Adona, St. John, metal, charcoal. Like some of them would be enough. Okay, so Belladonna, yeah, St. John we have. Oh, we have. Make box potion and go to Kutenberg. We'll start with oil. We start with oil, grind the St. John. White St. John and nettles, grind them together. We do it boiling for 2 turns. Okay. And boil for a turn. This. Four. Okay. Seriously? Okay. You say so. Kutenberg now. Where did we leave Bubble sparked over here? Could be tournament today. It is tournament day, isn't it? Yeah. It's the tournament day. 6 and 10 in the morning, of course. Just take a quick nap. To win the tournament. Let's stop and ask the merchant about the... because it's locked, it's too soon. Can you talk to Casper? No.
Woman! They look like angels on the outside. Soft. I'm telling you, Conrad's gonna win the tournament. And I'm telling you, he doesn't stand a chance.
Is the entrance?
Esteemed citizens of Kutenberg, the local sword-fighting brotherhood has organized the tournament this city so justly deserves. That's why we've been graced by the presence of our esteemed counselors. They too are eager to see who will stand out above the rest and become the champion. So let's start by hailing those who will be competing for the title.
Come and put your tournament armor on quickly so you don't miss your due.
Now, we'll see a fight between men who are no strangers to blades. Henry of Scullets, a skilled fighter and a...
Do you give me the art? Not the... Oh, we...
friend of Kutenberg and all its people.
Already equipped.
Some of you may have already had the honor of meeting him. In today's tournament, he wants to prove that the rumors about his prowess are all true. And surely he will face an equally brave warrior. Yannick the Scribbler, assistant of the city scribe, Teats. Yannick claims to have learned about sword fighting from a book, and now wants to put his knowledge to the test for real. I don't think he stands much of a chance, but the Quill Butcher still has more courage.
Right, let me just give me a refresher on the combos. Right, so up, left, right, right, left, right. Slow down, right, right, left.
And most of you, I wish both of you the best of luck and a steady arm. Let your steel ring. Fight!
Bravo! Bravo! There's no escape!
No chance! You won't get...
Fucking hell!
Fuck that!
End of duel! Tender secured the first victory! Henry of Scullets! He clearly has the advantage, but will he be able to use it? We shall see! No time to lose! Get to it!
Keep it up. It's unfair.
Useless! Come over here. Jesus! I'm hit! I yield!
End of duel!
Mercy!
The Lord has decided who will be humbled and to whom will be granted a second victory. Henry of Scullets! And now, two great fighters go head to head. The young son of a blacksmith, known to most as Susie, as his face is as smooth and pretty as a lass's. But don't let his looks fool you. This lad is as strong as an ox, can bend iron with his bare hands, and hits like a hammer. And who's going to face him? Bendelin,
You're a great
Lothier
shape
journeyman.
today.
They call him
God be with you.
He eagerly chases after every skirt, not out of lechery, but out of honest love for his craft. Who'll taste the glory, and who'll feel the sting of defeat? That will soon be decided.
You're really tough.
Contenders, get to it.
Bad luck.
Useless!
Has anyone tried to sell a ring or a rosary here? Or a medal? Or boots?
Nothing of the sort. I don't deal in such things.
And who does?
How should I know? Common trader? Try asking one of them. God be with you.
I'm surprised the other bloke's still standing.
End of duel! You saw for yourselves which contender handles his weapon better.
So they take a lot of time.
No time to lose. Get to it.
Okay.
No, you don't!
Show him how to use things in Kuttenberg.
Truly a joy to behold.
Go fuck yourself. End of duel. Overpowered his opponent in the first round. Henry of Skalitz, who has already triumphed once today. He clearly has the advantage, but will he be able to use it? We shall see. Contenders, forward! Go fuck yourself! What the fuck was that? End of duel!
Spare me!
Excuse me. The deed is done! The winner of the sword and shield discipline is a nimble, skilled fencer who has yet to be defeated. Henry of Skalitz! The time has come for our contenders to put their skills with the
I came to get my... But of course.
dangerous weapon. Mastering it is no easy feat, and it is a great honor to behold. The skill and courage of those who have done so. Now, our honorable swordsmen will show off their skills. Winner of the sword and shield discipline, Henry of Skalitz.
Right, just like that.
Now his skills will be put to the test by a tough bruiser who's well known across the town.
Don't mess around. Give him hell.
Matthew the Minter. He entered the tournament to win over the heart of a fair maiden whose name he was too shy to reveal. But we all wish him luck and hope Dorothy will reward his bravery. Enjoy the duel that will soon follow.
Glory to Kutenberg.
Ready?
Fantastic.
Go for it.
So I'm pace.
End of duel.
Mercy.
Tender secured the first victory. Winner of the sword and shield discipline, Henry of Skalitz. Let's wish him luck in the next round. And his rival, too. He may still turn the duel around. For the glory of Kutenberg, let the duel begin.
Wasn't very good.
Nach was? Für den Anfang.
End of duel. Hurrah! We have a winner! Henry! Henry! And now, two great fighters go head to head. Susie the Smith. And surely he will face an equally brave warrior.
Start us off.
No time to lose. Get to it.
Got him. I'm wounded.
You won't get me. Fuck the.
End of duel. Which contender handles his weapon better? Henry of Skalitz. Let's wish him luck in the next round. And his rival, too. He may still turn the duel around. Forward! End of duel!
Lady.
It's over! All hail the victor of the longsword discipline, who proved his mastery of the blade. Today's longsword champion, Henry of Skalitz. Harnischfechten, duels in head.
I want to return the
Good.
Aye, it's all here. Oh well.
Order. Common harbor. Erase. Marine. Remains.
Now, we'll see a duel between two men, neither of whom is to be trifled with. Henry of Skalitz, welcome him once more. And who's going to face him? Green Vendelin. I wish both of you the best of luck and a steady arm. For the glory of Kutenberg, let the duel begin! Contenders, get to it! And behold, the winner of the first duel! Green Vendelin. Victory's within his reach, but things are far from over.
What do you mean he won?
His opponent surely won't go down without a fight.
What do you mean he won?
Ready? Fight!
It was odd.
I feel quite hungry!
Even the armor couldn't That was a bloody good strike.
I'm wounded!
End of duel! You both put up a spectacular fight, but there can only be one winner. Today's longsword champion, Henry of Skalitz.
Okay, so I guess I just bugged it.
Men who could easily make war their trade will now be competing for Lady Fortune's favor. Matthew the Minter. And now, he's going to face another brave warrior. Brewmaster Frenton Krugel.
Okay. From start.
Contenders, get to it!
For glory!
Bad luck. Wake it!
Wait, mother.
Yeah, fuck that. What are you doing?
Wait.
No bullshit now. Finish it off. Whack you. Yeah, fuck that. You won't get me.
Bravo! What a lunge! Did I get
That was a bloody good strike.
You can't do that thing.
Yeah, fuck.
End of duel! contender handles his weapon better. Today's longsword champion, Henry of Skalitz. It seems Lady Luck is on his side. Let's see how fickle she is today. No time to lose. Get to it. End of duel. People of Kutenberg, behold, undefeated and indomitable, nimble and strong. Those are the qualities of today's free combat champion. Today's longsword champion, Henry. Hear ye, people of Kutenberg. The glory of Kutenberg has grown greatly today, and so has the glory of the local swordsmen. Our contenders fought honorably and fairly and deserve your thanks. Look forward to the next tournament, and I wish that many of you good townspeople will find the courage to stand in the arena as well. And for those of you who'd like to learn the art, the Swordsman's Guild will happily assist you. God be with you, good people of Kutenberg.
Dit mijn harken er nog toe. Yes, we return to the guild hall. Yeah, he's probably back at the guild hall. Excuse me, mister, you are blocking the way.
Take care of everything.
Maybe hidden somewhere. Talisman. Where's everybody? Army?
Grüß Gott.
That is my heart. Once in Manhart. And this time for the next week. Like he is.
Aye! Fuck that! Bad luck!
Wait here for an hour, see if he doesn't show up. He did not show up.
You will learn how to handle a sword properly and build up your body as well as your spirit. Kissing down rain.
Looks somewhere lost, I guess. Right, let's return to Vojta. He'll probably show up somewhere later on.
I visited Vojta's grave. It was in a rough state, all overgrown and unkempt. But I tidied it up and said a prayer for his soul.
Thank you, Henry. And did you mention me as well?
Yes. I prayed for you as well.
Thank you very much. I feel terrible for not going myself, but I promise I'll visit when the right time comes.
Tell me more about Vojta and Libor.
Nothing but bad memories come to mind. We used to spend a lot of time together. But as we got older, it all started to fall apart. I devoted myself more and more to my painting, and Libor, as the son of a bailiff, dealt with his father.
Wait, Libor is the son of a bailiff?
Aye, but it doesn't matter much these days. His mother died shortly after he disappeared, and his father, who knows where he ended up.
Did Libor know you paint? He only shrugged his shoulders when I mentioned a painter.
To tell the truth, I never discussed it much with him. I'd shown Vojta some sketches. But Libor, all he cared about were girls. Oh, and swords. He grew up at Rathouse, so he saw soldiers and knights differently than us paupers.
What about Vojta? What was he like?
He didn't have anyone besides us. And then Burkhard showed up. Vojta was never a saint. Sometimes he stole food, got in scraps here and there. But Burkhard changed him completely. Suddenly he didn't have time for us. And when we did meet up, he was always telling us how he robbed some traveler here or beat up some old woman there.
I know he was your friend, But from what you've been telling me, Voita sounds like a real piece of work.
Maybe because I've only told you the worst things about him. But trust me, it was Burkhard who made him like that. We got in an awful argument over it once. We were both drunk then. Voita on schnapps, and me on my pride.
How did the argument end?
I don't recall what all was said. You know how it is. You get in an argument with someone, and the next day, you can't remember what you said. I do remember one thing, though. I said, there's no room in my life for dirty, drunken thieves who blow smoke up Burkhard's arse.
Then what happened?
Well, we wanted to get rid of Burkhard. We were going to go through Libor's Pa, but we met with Voita first. We told him to pack up his things in Burkhard's camp and meet us at the tree. But, well, when we got to him, he was just lying there. We had to chase off the wolves that were, well, Voita was in an awful state. Beaten to death with a helmet.
Kurva.
We chased off the wolves, but Libor was inconsolable and wouldn't stop crying. So I sent him to the village to get a shovel. While he was gone, I realized Voita was still breathing. He was in awful shape. He couldn't talk or move. Lord, have mercy on me. When Libor returned, I told him to give me his sword, but he said no, that we could still save him. We got in a terrible argument over it. In the end, it was Libor who put Voita out of his misery. Then we buried him. Not in hallowed ground, but still better than behind the cemetery wall.
You were bloody lucky. Burkhard could have killed you, too.
You know, in the end, I reckon Voita never betrayed us. But that didn't stop me from looking over my shoulder. All right. But now tell me, wasn't it all my fault?
We are each the author of our own destiny. Voita joined up with Burkhard, and it cost him his life. What's important is where your decisions lead you.
I hope you're right, Henry. I hope you're right.
I'll let you work.
All right. And Henry, thank you.
Right, so that's that. Let me just go quickly check back to the guild hall, see if Manhart made it back. We beat it. I think that will be all for today.
How you'll learn that the church is rotten. Hear what Master Jan Hoof
Oh yeah, no, he's still down. Okay, I have to look into this. Why is he not here?
No chance.
Right, so like I said, that's gonna be it for today. So, thanks for watching, and until next time, take care. Bye.
Fuck you.